This is Brooke Rogers recording for Aquinas Live. The story today that we're doing is about the students in this school. The students that we spend time with 250 days a year, 5 days a week. It's about the students that are making a difference and doing magnificent things. But we can't recognize it because we don't know. We're close with our own personal friend groups, but what about everyone else? What about the students that have a story to tell? This story is not about the what, but about the who. Specifically focusing on a grade 12 student who's a social convener for student council, a senior, and an active member of STA's community. So here we are with Maddie Pace, and you went on the Dominican trip last year. And what do you do exactly at the Dominican trip?
Well, you're flown down to the Dominican. You raise the money here for the building supplies and such for the house. So you fly down, you get to kind of be immersed into the Dominican culture, meet the people, be kind of a help on the work site to build the house. The Dominican people are working alongside with you, so it's kind of bringing together two cultures, which is exciting.
Great. So after high school, what do you wish to be?
Well, I'm going to Queen's next year for general art sci, but I hope to get into journalism eventually and hopefully work with the UN.
Right, so going off of what this particular segment is about, it's a story about kids around the school who are doing awesome things that we just may not know about. What do you plan on doing in the UN that will continue to help people?
Well, I hope to be able to travel around the world and see the different cultures and go to different countries where aid is needed and kind of be like an envoy, like a messenger to be able to spread like the news about what's happening in these countries and also to help when I'm there in any way I can.
Okay. So one of my last questions for you is, why do you think it's important to recognize these students that are making a difference in our community and outside of the STA community?
Well, when other students see students doing these things, it inspires them, because I think a lot of the time people are afraid of failing or of people laughing in their face saying, "You're just a teenager, how could you do that?" But when teenagers see other teenagers getting involved and doing stuff, it inspires them, I hope, in a way.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're definitely inspiring. So what would you say your greatest accomplishment has been so far?
Well, for the past couple years, myself and 6 other girls have put together a gala for adults to raise money for a foundation called the Coast to Coast Against Cancer Foundation. And in the past 3 years, over $100,000 has been raised. Wow. So I'd say that's my biggest accomplishment. Definitely
being 17 and having raised over $100,000 for the foundation, Coast to Coast. With Coast to Coast, we have the Inside Ride coming up. Mm-hmm. So does that money go directly to the Inside Ride?
The money from the ball goes to Coast to Coast, who then divides it into the different sections that they support. So they do childhood cancer camps, they do scholarships for students who have beaten cancer, they do support for families who are dealing with it. So that's up to the foundation where the money goes, but 100% of the funds that go to Coast go towards those programs. None of the money is taken out for salaries or anything like that, so that's why I support it.
Well, you are definitely making a positive difference around the school, and whether people do know you or are just learning about you now, I definitely think that you could inspire someone to also make a difference.
Thank you.
Fabulous people walk amongst us in these hallways each and every day. We spend 4 years in high school, and sometimes those 4 years can be spent in the dark about the amazing things that are happening around us. It could be your locker buddy. It could be someone in your first period class. It could be anyone. Many students are making a difference, but we need to open our eyes and open our ears and recognize these people. Now you know more, or perhaps you were introduced to the grade 12 student and an inspiration to all of us, Maddie Pace. This has been Brooke Rogers for Aquinas Live. Stay inspired, STA.